Hey guys, it's Rebecca, and today I thought I would give you a little art book tour. I have a crap ton of art books. I have a giant stack over here that I will show you. I have a big book hoarding problem, so like I have a lot of books right now, but I have even more packed away in storage. And I just want to say first and foremost, I'm sorry I feel like kind of like a hot mess and sort of crazy right now. I had class all day today and I just got back from the gym, so that's why. I'm pretty exhausted. When I was working out, I did something to my neck, so I don't know what I did, but like I have this like crazy pain right here. It was a back and bi day, so I don't know. I think I was just straining my neck too much. So, yep, I'm gonna show you my favorite art books today. You guys are in a box right now. I have a tripod, but it doesn't go down small enough, so I don't know. It's kind of funny you guys are sitting on a box. And it's also 10 o'clock at night, so I have to kind of be quiet, so I apologize if I'm sort of hard to hear. Okay guys, so this first book I've had it since I was like a kid. I think I've had this book since I was 8 years old. I'm not even kidding. I wasn't even lying to you when I said I was a book hoarder. I didn't even take the sticker off, which is really funny. So, this was one of my favorite books, and mostly just because I had it for so long. I think it's for more like junior grade artists, like people who are just getting started in drawing. And this book's kind of self-explanatory. It's like, how to draw cats and dogs, so it's your basic like, how-to page. It gives you some like techniques for drawing hair, and then like there's different types of cats and dogs, and they give you like little shapes to break down. Then you add the detail on slowly, and then, your finished piece. And there's, quite a few different cats and dogs in here. I'm going to kind of go through this, all these books kind of fast. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen books like this. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I've just had this book for so long, since I was a kid. And I thought it was funny that I never lost it or got rid of it. I love books. I have so many books in my art room right now, and I probably have hundreds of books. I'm not even kidding. I could probably show you more books, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. Yep, so this is the first book, How to Draw Cats and Dogs. This is also a book that I've had for a really long time, Drawing Horses. I've literally had it since I was a kid too. It's kind of the same concept. It breaks down different types of horses into shapes. It breaks the shape down, and then, your finished piece. I have had this book for a while, so it's kind of the same type of book as the other one. Like I said, it's kind of for newer artists, like people that are just starting off drawing and they just need to figure out how to make things look proper and correct, and it just breaks down the shapes for you. So, yep, pretty simple little book. I'm going to try to show you all my old books first, all the books that I've had since I was little, just to get them out of the way. A pencil drawing book. This one is super old too. Another one since I've had since I was a kid. I remember looking at this thing. I haven't even opened this thing in years, so it's kind of interesting. It's by Jean Franks. She has a really popular book line, and I think I have more books by her in here. This giant ass pile, but it's kind of the same type of style. Only instead of, I don't think this one breaks down the shapes for you. It gives you some like techniques. It gives you kind of some like shading techniques over here, and like breaks down the different pencils over here, or different ways to sharpen your pencil. This book is actually really good if you're just starting out drawing. It gives you a lot of really good tips and advice, like how to shade different shapes, like your light source, your bounce lighting. It kind of tells you your pencils over here, like your HB, and like your darker B pencils over here, and tells you about the grayscale. It's pretty nice little book. I mean, this book is definitely an older book, but I haven't looked at it in years, but I really do admire this book. I think it's a really well made and well informative book. Like, it breaks down, like, you know, you start off with fruits and vegetables and stuff, like still life. Yeah, like still life stuff. A lot of neat little things to draw in here. I haven't really drawn too many things out of this book. I don't think I've actually really drawn anything out of this book. I think I just like drawing it or looking at the pictures when I was a kid. Definitely helped inspire me to keep drawing. I'm not going to show you everything in here. Just kind of flip through it fast. Yep, and I think toward the back of this book there's actually people. And I really get into drawing people. People and animals, I would say, is what I really like to draw. Animals. I think I did draw some of these animals, actually. Yeah, more animals. Birds. I really need to draw more animals, you guys. That might be something I do on my channel more. People. There is one chick in the back of this book I thought was really pretty. This one, the ballerina. I actually did draw her when I was younger. It came out absolutely terrible, but I mean, I was a kid. Yeah. So that's this book. This is another one. Another book from my childhood that I kind of got inspired by from a young age. Okay, so this next book is kind of big. I think this is the last book in the pile of books that was from my childhood. The other books I'm pretty sure you can find online or get them at Barnes & Noble's if they're still around. Like I said, I've had those books since I was a kid. This one, I have no idea. My mom got it for me when I was really little at like a church thing, because it's, you know, Noah's Ark. But it's by Adams Porvalet. I don't know if anybody really cares enough to know who is the artist behind this book. But this book is absolutely beautiful, and it still is one of my favorite books. So this man, look at the front page. It's kind of a pain in the ass because this book is really big too. I'll do my best to show you this. That might work. Okay. So, even from like, you just open the page, you're not even in the book yet, and you see all these like gorgeous sketches. They're absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah. 04. Holy crap. So apparently, this isn't the guy who wrote the book. Like I said, it was at some kind of like church thing. I think that was just the preacher. But yeah, every like drawing in this book is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I don't know if my camera's picking it up very well, but I absolutely do love this book. It is so pretty. I'll go through it kind of fast though. I mean, he pretty much did a bunch of like illustrations about like what the ark would be like in the flood. Yeah, but all of these drawings are so pretty. They remind me of like more classical art, and like the reason I think I love this book so much when I was a kid is because he had so many animals in here, like, and I loved animal drawings. It's like them building the ark, how he illustrated it. Make all these cute little animal pictures. More animals, you guys. This made me so happy when I was a kid. I love animals. Like, I'm probably the biggest animal lover you will ever meet. Like, I have 1 million animals. I'm a vegan. I feel like every kid likes animals. Everybody liked animals when they're a kid, though. I mean, just look at these illustrations, you guys. He even had it like... But yeah, it's just such an interesting book. It still interests me till this day, so... He took a lot of notes, too. Alright, I'm gonna try to go fast. I don't want to be here forever. I'm pretty sure you guys would get really bored looking at every page of these books. So I'll just kind of go through it really fast. I just think the illustrations in this are absolutely beautiful, so... I mean, look at this. So many animals. I really like these illustrations he did too. A bunch of birds over here. But yeah, I think that's a huge reason why I love this book. It's just there's just so many animals. Not too sure what he did these in. It looks like oils to me. I mean, there's just so much to this book. Alright, I'm gonna flip through really fast just so we can move on. Buffaloes, lions, pretty much everything you can imagine. Monkeys, big cats, tigers. I love tigers, and I loved them back then and I still love them, so. This book is amazing. So many illustrations. Alright, you guys, this book's amazing. I think you get the point. I could literally spend all day looking at these pictures, but for sake of time, and I'm sure you guys are going to get really bored because I have a ton of books, I'll just move on. On to newer books from like my previous day. I have two books by Camellia De Korea. I cannot say her name, but I'm pretty sure if you guys really want to know who, like how to say what the name is, I will just show you. Yep, that is her. I have two of her books. I really love her her style. I think it's so pretty and feminine, and obviously it's got a lot of animals in it, so I'm kind of a sucker for that. And women. So I got these books I got at Barnes & Noble. They're absolutely gorgeous. This woman has such beautiful, beautiful paintings, and I think she did them in, I think it's water-based oils. I could be wrong, but I think that's what she did it in. I remember when I was at work, I would spend like my spare time, my downtime, just like looking at her paintings and stuff. I'm gonna kind of go through it sort of fast. Yeah, these are the paints that she uses. I'm not gonna read it, but I'm pretty sure I read that they're like water-based oils. Which is interesting. I use acrylics, and obviously they're water-based, but I've never thought of trying water-based oils. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them a try if I can find them. It breaks down her style, her studio, her supplies, inspiration, stuff like that. Organization. She's just a really interesting artist. I'm sure there's a lot of artists that I admire that have the similar style. I don't think they have books out though. They might, I don't know. I have to look into it. I literally just thought I'd pick this up because it was just easy for me to get. Like, I used to go to Barnes & Noble's like every weekend and hoard books. It's a problem, you guys. Some women hoard shoes. I hoard books. But yeah. They're just so pretty. Yeah, she kind of breaks down a little bit of her style. A lot of these paintings are really interesting. Definitely a very inspirational artist. And I was kind of a nerd when I was younger, and I drew a lot of anime, and I watch a lot of anime, so I kind of like how she kind of has an, you know, anime-ish style. I'm gonna go through this kind of fast. I don't want to bore you guys with all the little details of each book. But, yeah. This book's a newer book. I got it like a year or two ago. I don't know if there's a date on this book, but I'm pretty sure you can find this easily. I mean, it was in Barnes & Noble's. I'm pretty sure you can order it for you, or you can just buy it online. So, yep, this is her paintings. I also have her manga, How to Draw Pop manga book. I've been in this book quite a bit too. We'll just quickly show you some stuff. She has like individual characters, you know, it's kind of your typical anime book. So, I'll just flip through it real fast. She breaks it down a lot more, like, you know, how to draw the face, eyes, pretty sure she goes into the mouth and the nose. Yep, the nose. The mouth. Hair. Just a little bit of everything. Like, this really is a pretty awesome book. I recommend you guys get both of her books. I don't know if she has any more, but I definitely recommend these two. They're just beautiful books. Like, these illustrations are gorgeous. Hands, like, she goes through the whole body and like all the anatomy. Yeah, she has this like really interesting thing going for her. And then when she breaks down the body and she kind of shows you how to draw like male and female characters and everything, and she goes into like how to age your characters with the male and the female, which is very, very interesting. And then after she kind of goes into clothes a little bit, and then she has a bunch of different characters that you can draw that I'm pretty sure she came up with, you know. She breaks it down how to draw some of these characters. And then it's your typical like art book now. But they're really interesting. I actually want to do more research on her. I just think she's a very interesting artist. She has animals. This hippo thing I did draw, and it was absolutely adorable. Yep. Okay. That's her second book that I have. I kind of broke these books down into categories. Like, I wanted to show you guys my childhood books, and then I have a couple fantasy books, and then I have some like inspiration books, and then books on how to do anatomy. Oh wait, and I have one more from when I was younger. I was hiding down here. I've had this book for a while too. It's another animal book, wildlife painting. It just has different artists. It's not like a how-to paint book. It's just pretty much a book of like different artists. This is another gorgeous book. I really, really get into wildlife paintings. I mean, I'll just flip through this one real fast. I mean, just pretty much these, just gorgeous, gorgeous paintings. And I have a ton of books like this. I had a lot of really good drawing and art books when I was a kid, which is probably set me up for success. I was into art from a young age, so. And then some artists in the back just kind of tells you about them and their style and stuff. Very, very wonderful, talented people. And this is an older book, so it might be harder for you to find. But this is the name of the book. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. I hope you can still buy this. I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, it's old, but you can probably find anything anywhere nowadays. Okay, so one of my favorite books that I have now, when I was researching like really good art books, specifically like fantasy art books, is Sketching from the Imagination. I love this book. It has one of my favorite artists in it. But, oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot tell you how much I love this book and how absolutely wonderful it is. And it's just so amazing. This is kind of the art that I love. I love like surrealism. Just all of it. So awesome. Wiley Becker is actually one of my favorite artists. She's like one of the first artists in this book. I did this study. It was in my sketchbook tour. I copied this because I just wanted to play with her style a little bit. So, absolutely gorgeous artist. I'm not really that familiar with the other artists in this book, but I know they are like amazing. So good. I'm just gonna kind of go through this fast. I feel like a lot of these artists are like ahead of their time. Like, it's so interesting to me. I definitely am inspired to get better when I look at these drawings. I'm gonna kind of go through these fast. This thing is so creepy looking, and it's like fascinating. I'm gonna kind of just speed through this a little. I don't want to show you every individual picture, but I do want you guys to kind of get a gist of this book. So amazing. I think this is one of my other favorite artists. I think this guy, I can't fucking say people's last names. But I need to see if I can find him or her on Instagram. But like, just the shit that she comes up with is so cool. Hang on, you guys. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I had to let my dog in the room. I did a study of this in my sketchbook tour. I'm pretty sure I copied a lot of my sketchbook stuff from this book. But yeah, just so much cool shit. Art is amazing. My dog's going crazy now. I really think this is an interesting artist too. I don't know if you guys can see very good on the camera. I might be going too fast. I just think this guy's really interesting too. I kind of like this guy too. I don't know. I like everybody in this book. It is a very, very freaking cool book. I'm gonna try to go fast. I don't want to make a super long video and then have it be really boring. Yeah, I think you guys kind of get the point. Just freaking awesome. Oh wait, this guy was, I think I actually did draw something from this guy. Oh wait, yeah. I finally figured out where that seal drawing I came from. It came from this book. I actually drew this as a study in my sketchbook tour a long time ago. Has the artist in the back. Yeah, I highly, highly recommend, if you are into like fantasy art, this book right here. You will not regret it. It is amazing. Barney. Okay. I'll do these real fast. This isn't an art book, but my mother-in-law gave it to me. She was a nurse, and this was her anatomy book for college. This shouldn't be in here. Alright, so it's pretty much an anatomy book. She let me have it. I haven't used it a lot, but I really want to dig in this book a little bit more. Because it breaks down a human anatomy very, very well, and I want to get into doing more medical illustrations. The human body and anatomy and like bones and muscle and tissue and cells and all that crazy shit is so fascinating to me. Let's get some like details, like the organ systems. Like I definitely want to do more illustrations of like organ systems and stuff. Like the skeletal system. Or not, yeah. The skull. I just kind of, it just breaks down anatomy. And it's definitely something I want to improve on. So, yeah. Very, very wonderful book that I'm probably going to explore more and see what I get. So, the anatomy coloring book is what this is. Yeah, I have no idea. If you wanted to get a hold of this book, I have no idea how you get it. So, it was like some kind of textbook for college, for nursing school. Oh my god, pretty. Okay, so I have one more anatomy book. This is it. Classic Human Anatomy in Motion. By Valerie L. Winslow. That's an easy name to say. I could say that one. Okay, so pretty much it's this one is kind of an art book, so it talks about drawing the anatomy. It doesn't just show you the anatomy, like figure drawings. I actually did draw some stuff from here. So, and this is what I did a study out of here. It was also my sketchbook. But I think this is interesting, how she like compares like the top half of the skull to a crab and like the bottom jaw to a horseshoe. Like, I think that is so genius. Like, I really like that, you guys. But yeah, I think this is a pelvis. No, not a pelvis. A sacrum. I'm not 100% sure what that is. So, and she like compared it to an elephant. the spinal cord to like columns. I don't know, I just think that's really cool. This is what I did in my sketchbook. The sternum and the dagger, I drew that in my sketchbook. And then I drew this little rib cage. But yeah, it's really cool how she just kind of breaks it down and explains it for you. Yeah, I really like this book. It's definitely another wonderful book to refer back to when you're drawing anatomy. I really like this book, you guys. I like all these books. This is actually a newer book that I bought. I probably bought it like a year or two ago. Oh, I'm not going too fast. Literally every part of the human body is broken down for you to draw in this book. I'm not even kidding. And it's also like facial expressions and different angles and so many interesting things in this book. I really like it. Yep. So much stuffs. Wonderful, beautiful book. This is the new book. I got it from Barnes & Nobles. If you guys really need a good anatomy book, I recommend this book. It is amazing. Okay. I'm fading fast. I could feel the sleepiness set in. It's really late. I need to take a shower and go to bed. Okay. But these next two books, they're not really art books, but they're like inspiration books. I'm rereading this one. I read this one a couple years ago and I'm reading it again. It's about creativity and like how to be motivated to be creative, how to find inspiration. It's a really good book. It's by Doreen Virtue. But it's mostly about, you know, being creative, finding creativity. It's just a really, really nice book. Like I said, I'm rereading this book again. It's also kind of a spiritual book, so if you're into that, I am really into spirituality and all that hippie metaphysical bullshit, so this book definitely has some of that in it, and I think you will enjoy it, especially if you have a hard time tapping into that creative side of yourself. This is a good book for that. So I recommend this book. Like I said, I read this a couple years ago and I'm rereading it, so that's about as far as I am. So I really do like it. And it motivates me to draw and paint like every time I read it, so get that book, you guys. This one right here is a very, very popular book in the art community. The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. I've heard a lot of artists talk about this book, and this book it does help you get in touch with your creativity and like, you know, your spirituality and creativity and stuff, but it's not necessarily, it's more for unblocking yourself, and it talks about the morning pages and journaling and writing, and it gives you little like tasks to do every day. I really like this one here. It talks about, you know, pretty much unblocking yourself and writing and figuring out things that are making you not want to create. It's really good for that. So this is the spirituality part of it. Basic tools. So she talks about the morning pages and writing in this book, and that is something I definitely do. I journal. I kind of fell off the morning pages a little bit, but I'm trying to start it again because I'm also writing a book. And I've noticed this kind of helps for that. This isn't only drawing. It definitely kind of goes into all creative assets. So like, kind of whatever you're into. I want to see if I can find like a specific example. Like, you read a page, like she kind of wants you to go through the book each section at a time and sit down and like write things. Like, it's kind of like a roadmap, and if you follow each step from like the front to the back of the book, she says like it helps unblock you. So it's a good book. I don't know why I'm flipping through it. You can't even read anything in it, you guys. But yeah, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron is a really, really good book, and I highly suggest this if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't feel like you're connected to that creative side of you, or if you feel if someone's discouraging you, like someone makes you feel bad about your art or your art sucks, and like how to kind of overcome that. This is a really good book, so I suggest this one, you guys. Oh man, I'm so tired, you guys. It's so late. I need to go to bed. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed, and leave me a comment down below on what you thought of this video. Yeah, so thank you for checking it out, and you guys want to see my cat? He was being a pain in the ass the whole time I was trying to make this video, so hang on. Jake, you're a pain in the ass. My art room's kind of dirty, you guys. Jake, what are you doing? Jake, you're so bad. Jake, get up here. Come here, you crazy. Oh my god. Jake. He's a bad kitty. Jake, come here. Jake. He's more interested in the camera. Jake, you're so terrible. Oh man. Alright, Jake, stop it. Now he keeps wanting to move the camera. It's driving me crazy. I need to go to bed, you guys. I have class tomorrow. I don't want to go to class. I hate class. Jake, stop it. Stop. Jake, you're driving me insane. Oh. Alright, guys. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching the video. Bye! Hey you guys, it's Rebecca. Today what was it?